And we're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Briefly in Line. I'm your host, Fuckface McGee, and I would like to start out this episode by giving two apologies. I would like to apologize to our first fan, hater, critic, Jackson. Jackson, I sincerely apologize for this shit being boring as fuck, and I promise to put a Family Guy clip every other second. And we had a technical mishap yesterday where we recorded a full episode but had no audio. The classic,
A full episode,
a full
unfortunately.
episode. It was a good episode, I will say.
The best episode, some would
Gone,
say.
gone. So now we're doing some ghetto shit. We got our boys, Alejandro and Chris, on the Discord call, and we have Mario, and then we have Addy. Take it away, Mario.
Running it back.
Running it back.
Alejandro, let's get started
What was
with
the
you.
thing? What the first thing we asked yesterday?
We asked Alejandro a very prominent question.
Is that the first thing we asked? What's
that
the
was
first
what
thing
I
we
asked.
asked?
The Rubik's Cube?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What was your motivation for learning the Rubik's
So-
Cube, Alejandro?
Here we go.
This is a speed cube right here, and it has magnets in the middle. So, like basically, when you turn it, it locks into place, so it makes it easier to turn. It's really cool. Speed cube. You pick this up at like Target or Amazon for like $15. Super cheap. It's called the speed cube.
Same exact as this one.
It's not the same. Well, the people at home cannot see shit, bro.
this?
Oh, it kind of looks like that. Hold on now.
There you go.
Wait. Right there. Right before it turned to that. Right there.
Rubik's
There we
Cube,
go.
wow,
Bye, Adam.
That
interesting.
shit. That shit.
That's actually like coded right there. That's perfectly timed.
Yeah. Hey, only briefly. What was the second thing?
I thought I asked
So we gotta do
him
this briefly. Come on.
more about his military experience.
All right,
What do you have to
hit me
say?
with one of them military stories. Yeah.
He's got
So
plenty.
you want it? What are you asking me about?
What was the first
like,
one?
You want to tell like a war story or
talked
like
about
what's up? What
the
we talked
war
What's the first
Yeah.
story you gave us? You hit
Yeah.
us with. You all remember?
I don't remember.
Just come up with a random one.
Well, how about the best one, bro? The parachute one. How was it like?
Okay, so yeah, I'm a former paratrooper. I had 12 jumps out of military aircraft with 2 parachutes in the United States Army. Um, every time we jump static line. So like, your special forces dudes. I was never, I was not in regiment, like Ranger regiment. I was never special forces. But those dudes, they jump and they pull their own parachute in the air midair. They don't have a static line like we do. But because we're conventional military, airborne, we jump static lines. So the line would be attached to the aircraft, and then when we would jump, it would pull our parachute for us midair. And then, yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty scary, pretty fun at the same time because you get an adrenaline rush, right? I'd say the hardest part was like just being on the aircraft, right? Like you're there for hours because you're not just jumping alone. You're jumping with like 50 to like 300 other dudes, right? So
You said most of them quit, right? Right before the actual drop.
So no, not most of them. That's not true. Most of them actually jump.
Damn.
Like they're really brave.
Hmm.
But we had like 1 or 2 dudes, that just couldn't. They actually airborne school. First time I ever had to jump was my scariest. Well, because
course.
I'd never jumped
Yeah.
from an airplane.
Makes
One.
sense.
Number 2, when we get on the plane, the dude in front of me scared the crap out of me. He's talking about, hey, if you pull your reserve right now, you don't have to jump, right? That never even occurred to me till he said that, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
are you good, bro?
You good?
Like, do you know how to jump? And he's like, no, I'm gonna send it. Okay? I'm like, so why would you say that? You know what I mean? And then I just whatever overlooked it. He said he's gonna jump. I'm like, all right, make sure you jump. He's like, you too. It gets up. We get in the air. They tell us 10 minutes. Inboard personnel stand up. So you have to stand up, right? Because you're sitting down when the aircraft's in the air. Because they gotta fly over a certain designated area so you can land safely, right? The LZ though. Yeah, DZ.
Deals.
Drop
No DZ.
Yes,
DZ.
Mm.
Yeah, you're good. And so we're flying, and they're like 10 minutes, so we stand up. Then they have there's like a whole like procedure, right? That goes and happens before you jump. The light switches on. When a green light means go, right? Dude, first dude has to send it. Next dude sends it. It's like fast. It's fast. Once that green light pops on, everybody's getting off that plane. Quick,
Damn.
right? So he stops at the door.
Oh
Right, he's in front of
shit.
And they're like, go! He's like, uh-uh. They're like, go! They're hitting him. He's like, uh-uh.
Mm.
right? Because they have to hit you on the butt, let you know to go, right? And he's like, he just sits there, puts his hands up like that, refuses to jump. So they pull him off the door, right? Because they thought he was gonna jump. He didn't fucking jump. So they pull him off the door, sit him down in a chair, tell him not to touch his equipment. He got kicked out the army. Damn.
Just for that.
That's really dangerous. You know what I mean? They only have that plane only has so much fuel. That plane
Yeah.
can only go for so long in the air. So by you not jumping, that's jeopardizing everything.
Wow.
Right? That's a danger to everybody on the aircraft.
Yeah.
So they tell me, hey, you're jumping and you're the first one out the door.
Dang.
And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, you got 10 minutes, buddy. Stand there. Don't move.
Damn.
And I don't, you know what I mean? I don't move. I'm like, all right, bet. Like, I'm doing this shit, right? So they put they turn the plane back around, whatever. Right? It's a big plane. These planes are huge. This is a C-130J, so it's not a
C-130.
Crazy.
Modern Warfare 3.
Yoga.
But these planes are so big, they don't even look like they don't even look like but they fly. Oh yeah, they get in the air. It's crazy, right? So we flip back around, and he's like 30 seconds, and they do this. When you see that, it's an indicator that it's 30 seconds. See, because sometimes you can't hear. You know what I mean? You got the rotors are so loud. Like sometimes you can't hear, so they got to do signals, like so you can visually know. Okay, no bullshit. I'm jumping at 30 seconds. Then they'll say stand by. And whenever they say stand by, everybody goes because we know we're about to jump.
Cut out.
10 seconds. You know what I mean? So, and then they go, go. And then the first guy, he hits him on the butt. And then he sends it. So I send it. And then, yeah.
Well, question. Do you have to be slapped in the ass? Is that a requirement?
Yes. Yeah. Because if you don't hear the go, how are you supposed to know when to go?
But is it the left cheek or the right cheek?
Very important. Both.
Was it the left cheek or the right cheek?
It doesn't matter.
Just right down the middle, split the difference?
Wait,
So somebody slapped 50 asses on that airplane.
The question is, I'm assuming it's one dude, right, that's slapping 100 other dudes' asses. So no, like he only slaps the first dude, and then after that, he doesn't touch you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He just grabs your line and brings it in. You know what I mean? So that way, it's not like hitting you or something.
I thought it was like a designated ass slapper, bro.
Yeah, one slap, one jump, one slap, one jump, one slap, jump, repeat. You know.
Oh my God.
But we do slap each other's butts after we check each other's equipment, right? There's like a check before you jump, before you even jump, to make sure someone has been slapped. Everyone has slapped somebody, and everyone has been slapped by somebody else. Correct. Okay. If you're a paratrooper, that is correct.
That is incredible, bro. Wow.
Interesting.
I appreciate your testimony.
Supposed to be a light, but I had this big behind me. You probably enjoyed that stuff, you know? You probably enjoyed it. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but it's not about that. You know, it's about safety. No, yeah, totally. Yeah. Just because you can't hear, you have to have, like, physical cues rather than just verbal cues.
Yeah.
Alejandro, you said you worked with the Green Berets at one point.
Is that true?
So, yeah, I was never attached. I was never...
Wait, real quick. For the people at home, what's a Green Beret?
A Green Beret is a special force dude, special forces. They're some of the toughest dudes in the United States Army.
Really?
Okay, they work with Navy SEALs and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
They do a lot of missions with them, a lot of secret stuff, a lot of top secret stuff, right? These dudes, I lived with them, right? So I know them very well because where I was stationed at, that's where they live. And so because I was exposed to them, and like their training and like their way of life,
Procedures.
Yeah, I got a little bit of like PTSD from it, so it's fine.
That's pretty cool.
Like, yeah.
You said they were assholes.
They were. Yeah, they were some of the biggest jerks you'll ever meet.
Really?
But they're professional. You know what I mean? They know their shit. Like, even when they're yelling at you in custody, there's sense behind what they're saying.
That's pretty cool. That's a nice little insight because not a lot of people have experience with the Green Berets, you know?
No, a lot of people don't.
Yeah. So that high caliber of fucking man.
They have big egos.
That, you know?
Yeah.
They used to make us carry tree logs.
Tree logs? Jesus
tree logs.
Christ.
We had to do sit-ups with a tree log on our stomach, too.
Oh, my God.
God damn.
Pretty crazy.
It's pretty gnarly shit, bro.
That is gnarly.
Yeah. So what's the second thing? What was next?
Out in the woods at one point.
Oh, that was a little bit later. I think what was the next question? How was the structure last time?
I don't think it matters.
I think
Doesn't matter.
I think after that story of the paratrooper and the jumping out of a plane, I think you explained to us what's it called? I think it was some of the things that you do in basic or something like that, like how you did like
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
force
yeah.
thing, and then like the survival, and and so
Yeah.
And then we
Mario's
pivoted.
about to go. Mario's about to go through it, right?
Yeah.
Nick at Night. So what Nick at Night is? It's an event at night. Has to be at night. Has to be dark, like 8 p.m., 10 p.m. ish. And what happens is, you have to call under sand for about a quarter mile to half a mile while they shoot at you from a watchtower, 2 watchtowers on your left and right side of everybody who's calling in between the sand. About 5 to 10 feet above your head, they're shooting an LMG.
Fuck. That's some real shit, bro.
Real rounds while you're calling.
Hoorah.
That's the wrong. That's the wrong number, bro.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's the
Don't
wrong number.
stand up, you know,
isn't it Ouya?
and you're fine.
That's the wrong.
What was the scream that army people do
What's what?
for motivation? Isn't it Oorah?
It's hood.
Oh,
Hoorah is the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps say hood.
That's what I told you. That's the wrong number.
oh. Okay.
It's like fucking grunts, bro. The army's just grunts.
It's like hoorah without the ra, the hoorah. Because that's the Marine Corps.
Yeah. Copyrighted, bro. It's trademarked.
Hey.
Nah, it's
I
like
don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Shit. Probably not. One of those things. One of those traditions, right?
We say hua as like a way to like, okay, we're tracking. We understand what you said. Makes sense. Like when we're giving orders or some shit, or like a brief to do something, it's like hua.
Do you know how seamen say that? They say, "I,
Aye, Captain.
I."
I got.
Type shit. Something like that, right? That's
Um,
true and based in factuals and testimony.
I was telling Mario yesterday when he's in basic, he better say yes, drill sergeant, no drill sergeant. Every time he's talking to the drill sergeants, nothing more, nothing less.
Bro, they better get on your face, bro, and fucking like lick your lips and some shit.
Yo, and scream.
Didn't they spit at you, Alejandro?
They're gonna scream at him so much they're gonna lose their voice, and then they're gonna rotate you to it's ready to scream.
Oh my god.
It's funny, bro.
Oh my god.
Mario, get ready, bitch.
Get rid of it.
I'm in it for a wild one.
What if you like get some spit in your eye and you're like, oh fuck, it fucking burns, and you like flinch?
Like, Drill Sergeant,
They're
I
gonna
got some spit in my eye.
They're gonna make Mario make his bed and then throw his bed after it's made and tell him make it again.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Holy shit!
It's like a big prank in the military, right?
When you first like
It's
hazing,
hazing ritual type of thing, bro.
yeah.
So like,
But
didn't they put you in a locker?
I don't know.
Alejandro, they put you in a locker for initiation. Remember that?
What the fuck?
So that's at your unit, so
Oh
you
yeah,
don't have
yeah.
to worry. You don't have to worry about that during.
But you want to talk about that?
I mean, sure.
You sure, bro? You don't got to, bro. Shit.
I knew they were about to do some bullshit. Because my comrade, one of my battle buddies, is like, "Hey, come here, Wolf." And he's like, "Come here, dude." And he's just sitting there. He's like really nervous. He's like, "Come here, dude." He's like trying to lure me in. I'm like, "What do you mean? What are you trying to show me?" He's like, "I got something in my hand. Come here." And so I'm like
Fuck.
trying to get closer to see, and 5 of them just grab me, right, put me in a choke, and I start trying to get out of it. Let go of me, right? 'Cause
You got Joe.
I'm a fighter. And dude's like, "If you fucking move, I'm gonna break your neck." So I was like, "Okay, I just."
Damn.
Right? And then they start zip tying my legs together, zip tying my hand and arms together. But these are like extra duty zip ties. These ain't no like, little fucking zip ties you can break out of. Hell no, they're like extra duty. Like I'm trying to break and I can't break the zip tie.
God damn.
So they they pick me up, put me in a locker for about like 24 hours. And they would give me and every time I had to use the bathroom, they'd walk with me to the bathroom. I'm not even joking.
What the
And
fuck?
like let me yeah, real talk. And then they would take all my zip ties, let me use the bathroom, and then put my zip ties back on and throw them back in. And they said that was training for like in case we get caught by the enemy. Like real. But it's worse obviously if you get caught by like if you get deployed.
And after you get out that locker for good, do you feel resentment towards them?
No longer I was happy as fuck. In the-
Shit, still alive, brother.
My business. Nothing personal, of course. It was for training. It sucks. It sucks.
What was after that? I think the next segment was really like the male paradox, like
Didn't you ask a serious?
philosophy.
Yeah, you asked a very serious question.
Should we go through that, bro? Real quick, just run it back.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we're doing.
What do
We- Would you? Here's the question. Let me propose to you a thought, a series of insights, if you will. The question goes as follows: would you rather take it in the ass or suck it?
Oh, yo, hey. Oh yeah, me and Chris said we're sucking the dick. Yeah, I'm taking that shit like crazy. I know,
But explain why.
I'm not letting anything penetrate my ball.
But what about shit? Then I'm like,
Yeah, but that's one way though. Out, not in. Yeah,
but
yeah,
my argument was, if you suck it back in, right, you get a little turtleneck just poking out, just you know, just pop it back in.
Interesting you would think of that. I mean,
That's my eyes
You know? Oh shit, that's his whole segment. Y'all see that?
what's going on?
No, they can't really see that.
Whoa!
Going the other. But I got a whole eyeball on the screen, bro. What the fuck?
Hold two eyes. That's crazy.
Wow.
But isn't that the same thing? If you like just a turtleneck, just poking out and just
I mean, if you want to think of it that way, then you're more than welcome to. I don't believe that to be true. I think it's mostly like it's one of those things where it's kind of like, how do I say it? It's the principle of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
no,
It's not
that makes
about,
sense.
okay, you took it or not. It's about the fact that you're the one taking it versus you're the one giving. Personally, I don't like
I
it
see.
either. You know what I'm saying? I don't think my girlfriend would appreciate me doing those kind of things, but in a hypothetical scenario,
Yeah,
yeah, I ain't taking shit, bro. I'm just
it's
delivering, bro.
interesting.
I'm just delivering.
Well, one thing I was thinking about this often as I do, the male dilemma,
Of course.
of
Yeah,
course.
of course you do. Yeah.
And if you have it in your mouth, you have the power because of your teeth, your jaw. You can just rip that
So
motherfucker off.
you can make that shit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I
Disgusting.
mean, if you think
You don't
about
think
it,
about that? Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Cut your butt cheeks? Like you're gonna give him more like satisfaction? Like, come on, bro. I'm gonna
Make
be
it
honest,
harder?
bro. And like, I wouldn't do that, right? Because
It's gay.
I'm not gay. Exactly.
Let's get it
Like, in
straight.
a hypothetical
I'm gay.
scenario, like Chris was saying, like I'm gonna do everything I can to get out of it. So if I have to like bite down a little bit just to get out of it, I'm getting out of that shit.
But what if he likes it? He was like, "Oh, bite down harder." And it's like, what do you do? Like, oh shit.
Saying, like,
But it's sucking your own dick gay.
Is it at that point? Is it gay?
and you know what? At that point, I'm doing the opposite. Whatever he doesn't like. He's like, hey, don't accept this.
Really
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah. I'm gonna keep doing. If he's like, don't do that, it hurts. I'm gonna keep doing it. Fuck it. Hey,
Damn.
I'm not. No.
He's a
But
fighter.
if you're like, oh no, it hurts. Like, come on, I really ain't believe that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like.
Yeah, brother, I'm snipping that bitch off, bro. You're becoming a
I'm ending
woman
it right there.
in
I'm ending
seconds.
it right there. I'm gonna have to end
I
it.
can imagine.
But what about the
Not
finish?
hypothetical,
You have to like
What?
have the taste, the texture in your mouth. It's like, would you rather would you rather be that on your asshole where it's like there and you just shit it out and then boom, you're done?
But once again though, it's the principle of it.
You think so?
You're taking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Compared to giving
Literally.
that shit.
But does that negate the taste? Like you taste the dick, you feel that shit all up in your shit, bro. You get like a profile, like a 3D scan, bro, of that shit, bro.
Yeah, I feel like you've already made up your mind. You know what I'm saying? I think you're gonna put it to this point.
I'm just saying because I agree with you. It's not like I'm just like giving the counters to like why would you not pick that?
Correct. You're being the devil on my shoulder type of thing. Yeah.
Devil's advocate type shit. So we're all sucking it. It was what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
It's probably nothing, but hey, if I had to pick,
You have to pick, yeah, like
Or
a
death.
should go.
or death.
Yeah.
So no spregazo. Everybody has. He's a big, strong man, bro. No bitch.
Let's ask Mario what he would do. Mario,
What would you do?
Hey, same thing, same thing.
With the
I'm
same
not-
reasoning?
Yes, because hell no. I'm not taking it in the ass.
But like you live with the taste.
You're sucking it, Mario.
Yeah, bro, just bleach it out of your mouth.
I
Use
don't
the
think you
biggest
can, bro.
mouthwash.
Like you can feel it's like I'm telling you, it's a 3D render in your brain of a cock.
Mario, but he's looking
It's
at
like PTSD. I mean, you
feel
get
like it would.
PTSD either way.
Yeah, you're fucked
Yeah,
either
I
way.
think so.
Literally.
Literally.
No matter what.
Literally.
It's like what's the lesser of the two evils?
I
The
agree with
sucking.
Chris. If I can choose, I'm giving it, not taking it.
That's true. Just on that fact alone, just solves this dilemma. What the fuck?
Because look, what
Boris
are men?
Stinson.
Men are dominant or masculine, right?
Yeah,
So if you're putting, ideally,
ideally.
yeah, if you're making a guy suck your dick, that's not a masculine male. It's not. That's a submissive male,
That's right, bro.
in a way. That is a point, yeah.
So we're all gents.
Yes.
That's good to hear.
What was the next thing we asked Alejandro?
That was the big ticket item for me. I can just fuck off in
The big ticket, bro.
the big ticket. uh, you want to add anything, man?
Alejandro, didn't you say you had a scar? You said that was the best weapon in real life.
Wait, what did you say? Say that again.
You said the scar was the best weapon in real life.
I wouldn't say the best. I would just say it's like one of my favorite guns to shoot. But honestly, my favorite gun to shoot is a DMR, designated marksman rifle,
DMR.
Is
They
it
have that in Call of Duty. Yeah, what the fuck?
7.62 for sound. Just doing it Call of Duty, bro.
It's a new thing every
Oh,
time.
I'm talking about real life DMR, but I mean the ones in Call of Duty are cool too. But
They're pretty based. If I do say so myself.
I've shot a DMR in real life.
Is it fire?
Huh?
It's fire, right? You said it's your favorite?
Yeah. I've shot one. It hurts your shoulder. Hurts your shoulder after like the first 5 shots. Start feeling
Really?
your shoulder. All that recoil. It's a bit. I mean, I shot 308.
Yo, through it. What is the best round?
The best round. Context, probably. Well, I'd probably say armor piercing.
No, like just the caliber, like 5.56, 308.
Oh, no. The biggest round?
The best, like the most. What is the best?
Depends on what you want.
I'm saying I think best is pretty subjective, you know. It just depends on the
Fuck,
context.
what's the first thing that comes to mind, bro?
Like, are you talking about what can travel the furthest? Like, the most...
What is the
Yeah.
best round? The most versatile, like overall rounder, the best round you
There's
can
no
put in
such
any
thing,
situation.
'cause the rounds do different things. You got rounds for, like, long range, and you got rounds for, like, close.
What can do it all, bro? Jack of all trades, bro. What's the jack of all trades?
What?
I feel like
The
it's
jack of all
9 mil.
trades.
Trades. Okay, so I feel like the best round, like, between mix of both, like, long range and close range, 5.56.
5.56. Let's go. NATO 5.56. The standard round.
5.56. Just any round.
What about the Russian one? The was it 7.63?
I've heard of that one.
Slavic, whatever the fuck. The AK round.
2.39, you mean?
Yeah, that's the one.
The AK round.
AK
I mean,
round.
it's not a bad round. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like the 5.56 is better because it can go. Like in my opinion, you can go a longer distance because it's a lighter bullet. Yeah.
Yeah, but it has less stopping power.
The max doesn't more penetration though. Yeah, the max effective range on an M41 is 3,600 meters.
Jesus.
So long distance.
That is long distance. How about the AK? Do we know the AK?
What's up?
How about the AK? What's the max range on that bitch?
I don't know. We didn't use AKs. That's a terrorist gun.
That's straight up.
What's a Russian made though? A Russian terrorist?
Yeah, that's enemies.
Damn.
Enemy combat.
I heard of fear. What do you want?
You want to talk about your deployments?
I never deployed.
What? You told me you deployed.
I told you that?
Yeah, you told me that.
When?
In Lowe's. I guess it was Cap. I guess it was Cap.
I don't know what I told Mario.
You told me a lot.
I never deployed. I apologize if I did lie about that.
That was misinformation.
Yeah.
What's up?
That was misinformation, bro.
Yeah, miscommunication.
Some of that.
My squad leader did deploy.
Oh yeah. Give us a story about the squad leader. We had one of those.
That boy deployed.
Just one.
I know he's been in Iraq and Afghanistan. He told me Afghanistan.
Tell the one where he was in a facility in a compound.
Yeah,
yes.
So he's in a temporary military base in Afghanistan, somewhere in the Middle East. I don't know where, but according to him, they were in this military base, and they had like these 2 soldiers guarding the gate, and then like freaking enemy convoy hit the gate and started blowing each other up at the gate. Oh shit! Yeah, real story. And so he starts, firing at the gate because they killed the 2 soldiers at the gate.
Fuck.
And then there was like 20 other convoys rushing it. And 20 to 30, something like that. And they were just shooting all, like, him and all his, like, team were, like, getting their stuff on. Because they were all on, playing Xbox or something. On with their girls. And then they had to end that shit to fucking get in uniform and start shooting. Because there's these people attacking the base.
It's like, fuck, man.
He said it lasted, like, 10 minutes. But he said it felt like hours.
Damn.
Yeah, when in those, high adrenaline situations, usually it feels like forever. Yeah, it feels like forever.
Yeah.
They say everything slows down. It's scary.
That's some heavy shit, man.
Yeah, it's
some heavy shit.
And then they waited like 4 hours after the gun, like the smoke cleared, to make sure nobody else was off. And then after that, they had to go and get on a tank. They had a tank come pick them up, and then they had to go blow up a building. So because they found out where the people were, and like I saw the video of it, dude. It was crazy. Like the whole building was like a 12-story building.
Is that online? Is that something we can find online for the people at home?
You said what?
Can we find that online?
The story.
The video.
I'm not sure.
Video.
Maybe I could.
Hey, Jamie, can you pull that up?
Jamie, try to pull up a live video of like a
The
building collapsing.
Do you know like the name of the base, the date? Is that like information you have?
Well, I don't know any of that. He didn't tell me any of that. He just told me the story.
So it was how many Americans were killed?
He said around 20. You said right? Yeah,
I
around
believe
20.
it was 20.
15 and 20.
ChatGPT,
Yeah.
look up 20 Americans killed in Afghanistan or Iraq. Which one was it?
So he said Afghanistan, but
Afghanistan.
I'm not sure. It could have been Iraq.
And what year?
Two different countries.
Wait,
He didn't tell me that either.
like early 2006 type shit? Early in the war? Has to be, right? Because that only happened
It had to be that era because he was in his 50s.
2006.
So
20 years ago,
he was like in.
a 30-year-old.
It could have been like
We'll let that
maybe
let that load.
2008, 2010, maybe. I don't know. Again, I wasn't there.
See if we can find it. What else did we talk about? We had
So much.
an alcoholic segment. I don't know if we want to talk about that.
Well, an appreciation of alcohol, not an alcoholic segment per se.
Well, that's what I mean, right? We got a like a wine tasting type shit,
Something like that, yeah, pretty much.
something like that.
Still have some left over.
A whole lot, bro, a lot. This is good, bro. One of the best. The classic. It's a classic.
Mario,
certified hood
are you
class.
gonna
Joseph
deploy?
like
Are you gonna deploy, Mario, when you go to the army? Do you want to?
Hell no. I'm in the reserves for a reason. I'm staying right
You can
here.
still deploy in the reserves. You know that, right?
You're
What?
the first one in line, bro.
What do you
If
mean?
there's ever like a draft, you're right there, bro.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
But
he's not wrong, but
reserves is like
hopefully
secondary.
you don't. We're in peace times right now, so I don't think deploy anyway.
Do you see
On
Twitter,
the surface, we're in peace.
It could all change though, Mario. That could all change in the next 5 years.
bro? In the next tweet, bro.
Shit, that's true.
Bro, World War III is gonna start with a tweet.
That's actually kind of funny.
That's like, but that's where we're at, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, I never deployed, but they would tell me I was going to deploy every day. It was scary. It
Shit,
was
bro.
fucking scary.
Yeah. And that was like,
And then like,
when were you? What was your service? Your date?
so I served from 2022 April something. I don't remember the exact date. It was like April 2022. I left for basic training, and to Fort Benning, Georgia. Completed
Shout out to Georgia.
basic training and airborne training in Fort Benning, Georgia, in 2022 October, something like that. And then when I completed my training there, I went to Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
D Fort Bragg.
What's up?
D Fort Bragg. Isn't that famous?
82nd Airborne Division, home of the Special Forces and Paratroopers.
I heard you first, folks.
Bragg with the double G, right?
With a double G.
What? Is it Bragg with the double G? What's Bragg? What is it? Bragg, like. Oh yeah, Bragg with the double G. Correct. Yes, BRAG.
Can we look that up? Fort Bragg.
Yeah, 82nd Airborne Division, Fort Bragg.
Can you pull that up, Jamie?
Jamie, pull it up, please.
Let me pull it up. Can y'all see that?
Jimmy, do your job. Hey, shout out to the Red Falcons. Respect for what they do for the country.
Oh shit! Trump got invited to visit Fort Bragg. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Home of the airborne and special.
I lived there, bro. I lived there. Hey.
It's very militaristic.
No shit.
I mean, it is the military after all.
No shit. Fort Liberty. What the hell? What is that?
See, that's me. You guys see me in there?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's your boy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
There's a
But
lot
yeah,
of those.
that picture was taken on that base in North Carolina at that time. I don't know. That was probably 2000. That was probably like 2 years ago. I took the picture.
Jimmy, what the fuck? What is this? You fucking up the visuals?
Nice, man.
So I served from April 2022 to March of 2024.
Damn. And they were telling you you're gonna deploy at any moment.
Yeah. Every day I was there. Every week it was something new. We're deploying to fucking Russia. We're deploying to fucking Ukraine.
Really? And that was like the higher ups or like the grunts that were
What's
telling you?
that?
Was that like the higher ups? Did
It's
it come?
higher ups are saying that. Platoon sergeants are
Jesus
telling
fuck, bro.
me. My platoon sergeant. Yeah. They
Holy
ain't no
shit.
fucking regular private, dude. And he was an E7.
Damn.
40 years.
Sergeant.
And he was telling you that shit. Imagine now. Surely, do you think there's troops overseas? Like an active military?
Definitely. You got special forces, Green Berets over there. You got Navy SEALs over there, most definitely. MARSOC.
Why?
Warlocks. You got all the guys.
Why?
There's warlocks in the United States Marine Corps. Those guys are badass. Those special forces.
The fuck is a warlock?
Special force.
Look it up. Look it up. Hey,
Jimmy, can you pull that
can
up?
we get warlock?
Can we look,
US
go,
Marine
look
Corps
warlock on the thing?
So you're saying we're still fighting Russia in Ukraine? U.S. American troops.
What is
A
it?
male practitioner. D&D. I believe this is
Warlock,
the wrong shit,
U.S.
bro.
military.
Right there.
Yeah, or U.S. Marine Corps. Because they come from.
Oh, here we go. Delta Force. I heard of Delta.
Dang.
What?
That's not.
Is that not the?
Delta Force is they're Green Berets. Those are Green Berets.
That's the wrong shit. It
Those are-
says
It's right there. No, that's Delta Force. Never mind.
there seems to be a misunderstanding regarding the term warlock in relation to a military unit.
Yeah. It doesn't say what you say it is.
It's not gonna show much because it's like secret.
Oh, it's secret. So only on Briefly Enlightened, bro. You get some secret CIA type shit, bro.
Slide.
Tune in for
I had a
more.
security. I did have a security clearance from the government when I was.
Should you be divulging that information?
What's up?
Should you be telling us that information?
Yeah, I can tell you that. I can't tell you what type of security clearance I have, but I can tell you how. I'm
Oh,
on.
word. Did you see aliens?
Interesting. Did I see what?
Aliens,
He did tell me.
extraterrestrials.
No, I've never seen aliens. I have seen UFOs, unidentified.
Oh,
He told me that.
oh.
So, but
Let's get into that.
in reality, those flying objects are just military shit that we don't even know exists. You know what I mean? We're talking about planes that can like camouflage themselves in the sky and go, whoa. You don't even see 'em.
You said they can go invisible, right?
Oh yeah, they can go invisible. Like not invisible, but camouflage to where you can't see them. They see you, but you don't see them.
Have you seen something like somewhere parked in something?
Oh, dude, the craziest thing.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
So we used to go in the woods all the time, right, with our night vision optics on base.
And VG?
And I'd look up at the sky because we'd have to shoot or whatever, or go on the range for whatever. And when I'm on the range, I'm holding my rifle. I look up in the sky, and I just see a bunch of like it looks like stars, like planets just moving in the sky. It's fucking
Whoa.
like, what the fuck is that?
Whoa.
I'm like, oh, it's just Elon Musk's invention. Huh?
Dude, I don't think that's correct, brother.
I can't explain it. They're not gonna tell you what it is. You know what I mean? Because they're not allowed.
They don't
or
even know what it is.
They don't even know what it is themselves. Exactly.
Yeah, everything's like so compartmentalized.
Probably
You know?
like Space Force shit. You know what I mean? I don't even
Yeah. Could it be like shooting
Space
stars?
Force. Yeah, because the Space Force, they guard the galaxy.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. They control the orbit. You know what I mean? Like, that shit. I don't even. It's too much. It's too much to think about.
Could they be called Guardians of the Galaxy?
Bruh.
Guardians. I talked to a United States Space Force member. He said they're called Guardians. Yeah. So
Guardians
U.S.
of
Army
the
Sailors,
Galaxy.
Marine Corps
Actually.
is I think they're called just Marines, and then Navy sailors, Air Force airmen,
Navy seamen?
and
That's right.
Seamen?
Correct term.
hardly protectors, maybe. Man. Postman, I think I don't know what they're called, but I know the Space Force because I talked to the dude. He's like, yeah, we're called Guardians because they guard.
Whoa.
I'm like, what do you guys do for PT physical training? Oh, we don't run. We never run.
The fuck?
I can imagine. He's like, we don't do any push-ups. I'm like,
Weak.
so what do you guys? He's like, well, we control the orbit, we control the satellites, we make sure we're not getting. So basically, they counter strike the bombs, like with the nukes and stuff that we don't ever see or hear about.
Nukes.
Blow hits up midair, so it never hits America.
Damn. So
That's pretty
they
heavy,
have
bro.
Counteracted nukes before.
Like that job is too difficult, bro. I don't think I could do it, bro. You're just watching.
Well, that's why they get the best of the best, right? Like
Yeah.
fucking bachelor degree motherfuckers, you know, all that type of shit.
Yeah, they're all some PhD dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tall.
What is Oh yeah, here's a bit. What's PhD mean? Can we look that up, Jamie? PhD? Pull it up.
Jamie, pull it up, Jamie.
You're just getting pissed, bro.
Job.
Your fucking job.
I'm
PhD. Let's see.
This is being recorded this time.
Yeah, we did a sound check. Yeah, we did a sound check. Should we do another sound check? Oh, he shook his head. Doctor of Philosophy.
Doctor Philosophy.
Well, why is it PhD? You know, is it
philosophy with the PH?
Ah,
You know what I'm saying?
Philosophy A
Police
doctor.
department. That's too many acronyms of PDs.
yeah, you're right.
Hey, did you guys know SCUBA is a acronym? Stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Can we get a check on that, Jimmy?
Get SCUBA. Get SCUBA
Can we
acronym.
look at scuba?
Wow, he's actually right.
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Yeah, yeah. For the people at home, we are recalling bits from the last episode. If you can tell. What do you pull this up, dude? Get the shit on my screen.
Yeah. And also laser is an acronym. I don't know.
Jimmy, can we look up laser?
It's
Oh,
really not that hard.
Oh, what the fuck? Ooh,
Zika virus.
the Zimbio, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all seen that? Oh,
I have seen Zika.
light amplification by simulated emission of radiation.
Wow.
whoa.
Pure
That-
radiation.
Yeah, that does need an acronym because what the fuck? Einstein. Einstein.
1917, World War One.
But wait, is laser the one with the Z versus the one with the S two different things,
You know
or
what
is it
lasers were in World
like-
War One?
I believe that's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
copyrighted.
yeah, different things? But I don't think S.
Can we look up with a
means
Z?
anything. It doesn't have a-
What is laser with a Z? Let's see here.
No,
Like one has one, one
that's
does.
slang.
It said you fucking dumbass. You typed it wrong. That's what it says, bro.
Quite literally.
In the most sophisticated way, bro. It's like if you watch the first episode, please don't. But if you, there's a little Easter egg in the description.
How about the 320 saw gun?
Jamie, can we look that up?
349 M349 M349 saw gun.
The M349 Saga.
Isn't that that one?
That was actually kinda trippy.
Yeah, it's in a way, right?
It's for-
It shoots 5.56. No, 5.56. Yeah.
Let's see here.
240 Bravo shoots 308. Oh, okay. I must have got.
Saw gun, headass. This will pull the car.
Oh my god.
Dumbass.
But the M249
The firearm,
saw, I've
eBay
actually bought it
Motors.
before because we had to. I was infantry.
Ah, here we go.
And the M249 saw, yeah, I shot that bitch. Yeah, it goes. It's fully automatic, and it sucks because the barrel overheat. That gun jams a lot.
That's
Did
what
it
they
have a-
shoot over you, right?
And
Did-
you have the racket,
Damn.
boom, and then it'll sometimes. Like if it's really jammed, if it's really dirty.
Did it have an
If
orange
it's not
tip?
Huh?
No,
Did it have an orange tip?
nothing done.
No, not ours. Ours are all black.
That's like a fake thing.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, the bit.
Show you the real one on Google. You know what I mean, boys? Like, come on. But do you guys know what SAW stands for? It's an acronym.
Jimmy, can we look that up?
Man, I'm gonna check it out.
Alejandro knows a lot of acronyms.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Squad automatic weapon.
No shit.
Squad automatic weapon.
Jimmy, can we pull that up?
No.
Was I right?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Wow.
He knows his acronyms.
Hey, Jimmy, get the shit off my screen, bro. The shit out of here. Good job. You ain't getting your ass beat today.
Thank you.
Shake his ass.
Sure. We want to talk about Juice WRLD.
Oh, but there was a Juice World segment. Yeah, that's
We can
correct.
talk about Juice WRLD.
How did that go?
So I was saying he was 21, very young, died, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um,
Here's some piece.
but he had wisdom. He said all girls are the same. They're rotting his brain. But I don't think all girls are the same. And I don't think they're all rotting everyone's brain. I just think he was talking about most women, probably in his life. that were just maybe the ones that you met at least. Yeah, correct.
Is that one of those causations does not cause correlation?
What do you mean with what?
Like if you meet girls of a certain type and you just
No.
assume
I think so. For me, like, okay, I'm pretty much single, right? So, like, if I go and I go on a date with a chick, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, she's evil. You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
that's what Juice WRLD said. But no, I'm just gonna be like in my mind conscious, like, okay, maybe
it's just bringing awareness that it could happen.
different. Right, it's a possibility.
It's a possibility. I think it's pretty wise. Coming from someone of his stature, he deals with a bunch of shit, like people trying to steal money from him, So for him specifically, he does have to. What are you doing, bro?
Jamie is literally
Juice WRLD, he grew up very poor. He grew up working in a
Better close that door.
regular 9 to 5 job at McDonald's,
Really?
and then he went from working at McDonald's to becoming famous.
Isn't he
And
from
what he
Florida?
said was, he said he hated it. He said once he reached fame, he wished he wouldn't like. He wished he could have gone back, but he couldn't.
Well, this is why you become a producer, a no-name producer, and then you get all the benefits, literally all the benefits. You get
or a
money,
manager.
you get fame, but they don't know your face because you're just in the background.
Yeah.
Maybe not even fame. You just get like within the industry, you get recognized. You're like the GOAT, greatest of all time. That's an acronym,
And just the money part.
and the money, but no benefits. You guys say something? What? Say something.
I think Juice WRLD, he was a legend. He was very smart. He could write music off the top of his head. All of his songs were not like pre-written. From what I heard, they were just off the top of his head.
Off the dome.
Talent.
What else did we talk about?
I don't know, but I miss it. The alcohol really just helped loosen up the flow, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Did it?
Uh, hey! Yeah, take one for us, bro. Yeah, take mine, bro.
Take 6 shots.
Take one for me. For me, do it for me. Do it for me. For me.
All right, here we got some Jim Beam Devil's Cut. Jim Beam Devil's Cut right here. Pre-chilled, and it's pre-chilled. 'Cause I like
Pre-chilled.
chilled. I know, chilled stuff.
I just want to point out we lost our producer. We currently do not have a Jamie.
I lost half our population in this room.
So yeah, the half of the people here left. I don't know. He said snack bank. Oh, here we go. Our producer has returned.
Jamie,
We were talking mad shit.
You better have
He
brought something for
literally
me.
took a
Oh,
shit on the fucking floor, bro.
how was
he
that
shit
shot?
himself on stream.
It was pretty good. It was a little spicy. It's 40%.
Is it still good, bro?
Definitely a little on the higher end, but hey, that was pretty good.
Just make sure it doesn't fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
It was a lot more than 30 seconds.
Hey, let's talk about how Chris
This is comfy.
obliterated me in Magic the Gathering last night.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about that.
This is the Magic the Gathering segment.
Like a defense type of thing, you know what I'm saying? I got targeted, I had to defend myself, typical.
And you lost. And that was your losing
It's all good, it's all good.
strike.
Samuel thought he had it.
I could have. It was a gamble.
Yeah.
If the gamble paid out, then that was an easy win.
That is true. Literally, you were one dice throw away from winning. Yeah.
Yeah.
We almost won it, but then what happened was that dice throw was bad, and
Yeah. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
and the ruling dictated that he did not get a second dice throw. So yeah, he was cooked.
Yeah. Based on a ruling.
Samuel was like, "Hold on, bit. Hold on." He's like looking through the cards. Chris is like, "No, it's just done. I want to call him bit." And he's like, "All right, yeah."
Hey, fuck it, bro.
Thank you, Samuel, for teaching. Hey,
Yeah, it's a process.
Not gonna make something come from nowhere.
It's a
you know what I'm
process. Let's see. What are we at?
Bro's
What
dying.
are we at, bro?
I think we're at 30 minutes.
Are we at half an hour? 45. So we can do 15 more. Yeah, let's go do 15. Half the fun from yesterday.
15 more minutes. And I'm gonna try to head out because I gotta go work, make some money. To Uber, probably. Your DoorDash.
Something like that, bro.
I thought you were banned on DoorDash.
You got banned?
Oh, I got unbanned.
Hey,
That is
we get those.
incredible.
Let's go.
Do DoorDash orders in a certain period of time, they can ban your account. So like I was slacking.
Nah, I see.
Yeah, I haven't DoorDash in months. I'm probably cooked too.
Shit.
No, if you haven't DoorDash in
Really?
months, like, just they'll do like a face verification process on the Dash app, and then you can make money. Oh, okay.
Rainbow, I'm just fine.
I'm gonna add more Family Guy clips. This was for Jackson.
Hey, like a big bill or something, and you're short like $20, $30, just do DoorDash. You got the bread, easy.
Easy money. Or you could do crypto. Crypto's open 24/7. Is this the financial
Crypto's gonna
segment?
make fast money though.
Ooh,
Crypto's
we
an
should talk
investment.
about that.
Nah,
Yeah,
crypto is fast money, bro.
DoorDash and Uber is the quickest way to make money.
Let's talk about NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Easy. If you have
Why?
a car, just drive.
We
to the
did
couple
talk about that
drives.
last time. All right, so
Do we have an Nvidia segment?
Alejandro, what is NVIDIA?
NVIDIA is a technology company that develops and makes technology devices, correct? AI involved, graphics
Yes, yes,
cards,
exactly.
the
I
works.
thought you did
Spot
graphics.
on.
Can we pull that up?
They are AI involved.
What does Nvidia do?
That's the reason why they're
Can you
so
pull that
high
up?
value because they are AI developing. So
Yes, yes.
I
they
thought
don't
they
just
just did
make
chips.
graphics cards.
Well,
I thought that's what they did, and they just like outsourced the
their sales are banned in China now.
GPUs.
Aren't they Chinese company? I think so.
No, they're not. They're
Oh, they're an
Thailand.
American multinational corporation,
That's cap,
headquartered
bro.
in Santa Clara, California.
What?
So it's American.
Look, scroll down. Fact sheets.
Founded by
Give me fact sheets.
Jensen Huang.
More semiconductors.
Yeah, American company.
Did they move? I thought they were in Taiwan.
They were, but then they got banned.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, they got banned.
Shit.
So Trump over
pretty
here with this tariff.
Yo, the political segment at the end of the episode for the people, for the real fans who made it this far.
Yes. How
Politico.
do you feel about Trump's tariffs?
Let's go on Twitter. Yo, something happened, bro. What are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, fucking Elon and Trump broke up. Y'all heard about that? Yeah, they broke up.
Oh no,
Oh no, what are you gonna do? They literally broke up, bro.
Elon Musk.
And Donald
JD
Trump.
Vance's parents are fighting.
When did this happen?
Can you pull that up? Jimmy, can you pull that up? Let's go on Twitter, bro.
How are you?
On Twitter.
What?
I was telling you, like, I never deployed. and
Dude.
stuff. I never deployed into another country, but I've done a rotation. to
What is
another
that?
country. I've been in time. That was pretty cool. But all we did was train with their military. We didn't. I didn't see.
Can y'all see that, bro?
Yeah.
Back to
What did I say? You can see the picture, but I can't read it. Chris, can you read that? No, that's way too far away.
Fuck. Let's see here. Nothing really, just shit posting. Here we go. Trump just responded to Elon Musk with a simple but bro. Can we come on. Whatever.
Jamie,
So
what are you doing? Jamie,
apparently the controversy was Elon Musk exposed, quote unquote, Trump because he was in what's it called? He was in the Epstein files. And then he just said that like out of nowhere. And then this dude right here says he had no information about wait, what?
you hit him with the China, China, China.
He says he's bullshit. Elon Musk was bullshit.
Yeah.
He just
He
lied.
wasn't in the Epstein files. I'm confused.
I don't know. That's what they're saying. They're like, he wasn't. He didn't do anything.
Man,
Damn, they really broke up.
they used to be such best friends.
Damn, he does look a little bronze. You see that? Oh my god, dude looks orange as fuck.
They used to be whites.
Yeah, y'all see that, bro? God damn.
Doesn't he live in Mar-a-Lago in Florida? He probably
Mm.
blue tanned,
Well, no, he's like a fake tan.
That's a lot of skin cancer, though. That's not good.
Yeah. It's just like unfortunate, bro. Yo, can we?
I like what I see.
Hey, yesterday we pulled up the 5 essential rules of firearm safety. You guys want to do that again today?
That's
We could run that bit again. Run it back.
Jamie, you should pull that up.
Can we pull up the 5 essentials of firearm safety to close out? Yo, you better fuck up my shit, bro.
Let's see. Treat every firearm like it's loaded. Always put the muzzle in the dirt or safe direction. Never put your fingers on the trigger. Know that your target was beyond it. Always secure your ammo and firearms.
That's right. In case, well, you did miss it. I was gonna bring up the fact we had a firearm kind of segment of like safety and shit.
Firearm, man.
We learned how to field strip a Glock 19 Gen 5 and a what? FN, what was yours?
FN reflex.
FN reflex.
Chambered in none.
Love Chamber 9, man. It was a good little bit, bro. And unfortunately, you guys missed it. Can bygones be bygones? It was a good bit, bro. You guys should tune in for next episode.
Yeah. I mean, instructional too. We could always do
Very
it again in another episode.
Maybe. We don't fuck up the fucking audio like a fucking dumbass, bro. Fucking retard.
It'll work this time. It'll work this time.
Yeah.
Our fault is,
Can we talk about that guy?
Oh, yeah. The child. There was a moment where we zoomed into the child's face.
I mean, he does
Can
not
we get a
look
zoom
like
in
an
on the
old
child's
man.
face?
At this distance, he could
looks
pass
like
for
an
an old
old
woman.
man. That's what I'm saying. But
But
you
then when
like
you zoom in, you see the reality.
Right, they played, he killed some kind of like
quail. I said quail.
Quail.
Children do hunt with their parents.
Yeah. There's like 2 images. That's kind of cool.
And it seems like that kid killed some type of bird. We're not sure.
It would appear that way. I'm betting my money on quail.
You should have a
Quail.
strong hatred against quail.
I just like their eggs. Their eggs are nice. I love quail eggs.
Looks like a peacock to
Top
me.
10, that is not.
I do want to say in North Carolina, hunting is big. Like a lot of the military
Big.
there, they had deer racks, which is what you use to carry a deer after you kill it. And they cut it open with like a knife and like make deer jerky. Deer jerky is very delicious. I will say that.
Isn't that called veal?
My life.
Veal? Can we get veal? A veal check?
Is fair.
Can we look up veal?
They all have. You have to have a hunting license though. Oh yeah, otherwise just improper killing of animal. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And if you hunt on like public property,
Venison, not veal. What's veal then? What
you
am I
have to
thinking
have
of?
orange vest, orange hat. You know what I mean? So they know. That's probably some type of like
Veal.
maybe like
Or veal?
That's how you
like a gamey animal.
Okay.
They don't think you're a freaking like deer.
It's like 2 conversations happening right now. I was thinking of veal, not veal. That's interesting. Interesting. Anything
I
else?
like veal actually. Veal is much more nutritious than regular cattle.
What about your
It's probably low on fat now, though, no?
Is it?
Well, maybe. My what experience?
Wagyu experience?
Oh, Wagyu? You can eat that thing raw,
Take
and
the mic,
nothing
bro.
will
Take the mic.
happen to you.
Take the mic.
It is very good.
Disclaimer for the people out there: there's always a risk
I hear you.
involved in eating raw meats. This
Oh
is
yeah,
established
yeah.
now.
I am not a professional, but I did
You're
eat
risking
raw
salmonella.
Wagyu.
E. coli, I think it's
I believe that is
just several
chicken.
other things, yeah.
Isn't that chicken?
Poisoning. You're risking getting
Mhm.
food poisoning.
Really depends on what the animal has gone through.
We can go
but
parasites.
Wagyu is
It's
really
always a
healthy.
risk. It's never a 0% chance unless you thoroughly cook it. You know.
The reason you cook it is to kill the
Even
parasites.
by thoroughly cooking, there's always a
Exactly.
chance.
There's no chance. If you cook it correctly, there's no chance.
Then how do you get diarrhea even after you eat something that's cooked? Because there's
That's
always a
because it's
chance.
after.
There's always a
Let's
chance.
talk about how Samuel does not like nuts. He doesn't like cashews.
Oh, it is the nut segment. I fundamentally believe, and this is like an assessment, not an opinion. This is factually correct. Nuts of any kind, tree nuts, peanuts, cashews, almonds, disgusting. If you put in anything, it's disgusting. It ruins it. Texture's ass. The flavors ass. The only thing I'll give a pass is peanut butter. It's edible. At least it's edible. The nut itself is disgusting, bro. This is an objective opinion, and I am correct.
If all food
Prove me wrong.
ran out and there was only nuts, would you just starve
What do you
to
think
death?
my answer is? Head ass. It tastes disgusting. It's disgusting. It's foul. It tastes like dirt.
But
It literally tastes like dirt.
But it does.
Tastes dirt, bro. It tastes the same. It tastes starch. It tastes it tastes like bark, bro.
Maybe you're tasting the wrong peanuts out here.
I tried everything. Cashews, almonds, everything. It tastes disgusting. Almonds,
You know what they do with
disgusting.
almonds, right?
I don't care. It tastes disgusting.
They cook the shit out of them before processing.
Tastes disgusting.
It does taste disgusting after that. If
Am I
it's
wrong?
from the tree,
Am I wrong?
it's really good.
This is an objective opinion. It's disgusting.
You're eating the wrong ones. You're eating the wrong
I
ones.
honestly, like, we can agree to disagree because I do like certain
I'm-
cashews and stuff.
How? Why? Let's think about why. Why do you like cashews? What is it about? The flavor?
The taste of it is like delicious.
I can tell you, the taste is disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. It's foul. It tastes nasty.
Hey, that's okay. You can have. I think that's a pretty subjective.
That is
take on that.
factual, bro. Objectively, if you take out the almond and almond joy,
Cashews aren't bad. Okay. Oh yeah, I love cashews. They're pretty good. Yeah, I love cashews.
disgusting.
Yeah, I love
It's
cashews.
disgusting.
Mario, how do you feel about cashews and
Disgusting.
pistachios?
They
It's
gotta
disgusting.
be properly prepared, straight from the tree.
That's what I mean, bro. It has to be prepared. That's my whole shit, bro. It needs to have something done to it to make it not taste like fucking dog ass, bro.
Okay, have you ever had sriracha flavored cashews?
What the?
No.
That's what I mean, bro. You have to add sriracha. You have to add this. By itself is disgusting, bro. It's foul.
So you need like seasoning on that bitch. You're like,
That's
add a
the
little
problem. You could
seasoning.
eat a slab of meat with no seasoning, and it still tastes good, bro.
I like to ferment my peanuts.
That's disgusting, bro.
It's not.
It's disgusting.
You haven't tried it.
Party on
Leave
the
it in
cook
water
last night.
in an
You
acidic
did pretty
medium
well. You did pretty well
overnight.
on the grill.
Oh yeah,
It's
we
much
had
better.
sausages. See, I'll eat a sausage, right? Fine,
Restaurant.
perfect. Oh yeah, the
Uh,
gas,
It's
bro.
not my stuff. I don't know shit.
Oh shit, yo, the phone turned off.
Yeah,
Did it die?
Yo, my phone's dying, bro.
Uh-oh.
Well, we're gonna have to wrap it up, bro.
Wrap it up. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yo, that shit dead us fruits. Oh shit. Yo, Chris, hello. Did we lose him? Are you still on the line?
I can see you. I
I
can
think
see
it's
you. I
just
can
your
see
phone
you.
lagging.
Well, it's at 10%. I feel like we did a good recap, right? Decent.
Oh
If you remember anything.
If you we hit the big points when you're taking the answer or suck it. We had a great progress. I still feel like we need more discussion. It's left in the air.
Much more thought out
Discussion. Yeah.
discussion. We touched a lot in this episode. I feel like a lot. Oh,
We touched more.
subjects, right?
Yeah. We touched a lot of shit.
A lot of subjects. Yeah, we touched on a lot.
My shit's about to die, fellas. It is
My English.
decreasing. All right. And we have here. Oh shit. And it's over.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.